Brian's mom has already texted him and said to play smart.
She did. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate you listening out there.
He's going to try to play smart.
A little late for that.
Yeah. You could have helped me get smarter, Mom. You know that, right?
4 categories in Jeffardy today. Category 1, the Mavs and other quitters.
Ooh, shots fired.
Well, they didn't try their hardest in the last time out on the floor, so the Mavs and other quitters.
Did not.
You can just put quitters.
What do you say to that, Brian? He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Not wrong.
Number 2.
Embarrassing.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. These will be people who have portrayed good and evil characters.
Okay.
Both. Right. Okay. Right. Adolis and other Garcias.
Alrighty.
And when I was searching on that one, I'm pretty sure we've done Garcias before, but it happens. Kohei Arihara and other Japanese athletes. Okay. Category 4. Garcias, Japanese athletes, good, bad, ugly, Mavs, and other quitters. Lucius, you have control of said board.
All right, let's go to the good, bad, the ugly. That situation.
100?
Yeah, for 100. Let's start off light. I like that.
The voice of Mufasa and the voice of Darth Vader.
Oh.
Lucius.
Who is James Earl Jones?
James Earl Jones is correct.
Came to me late.
That's what you'll hear. You'll hear a character they played that was good and evil. You're good and bad.
Jeez. Good and bad for 200 there, Jeffrey.
All right. He's on a roll. Wants to keep rolling. Mace Windu in Star Wars and Steven in Django. Gavin.
Who is Samuel L. Jackson?
That is Samuel L. Jackson.
Jethro.
Indeed.
Jethro Trebek.
200. All righty.
Discount double check.
How are you feeling now? How are you feeling about that board?
I'm feeling great, and I'm going to continue on with this theme here with the good, bad, and ugly, good and evil characters for 300.
Daenerys Targaryen and Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh, yeah. What was her name? She was, that's a good name. What's her name? Amelia?
It is Amelia Clark.
Amelia Clark.
You're on the doorstep, yes.
All right, good, bad, ugly for 400.
Qui-Gon Jinn in Star Wars and Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins and the Dark Knight Rises. Qui-Gon Jinn. What if I threw in not only Qui-Gon Jinn, but also CIA man Brian Mills, who had to save his own daughter in Taken?
Oh, that's what's his name?
Gavin.
Who's Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson, yeah.
Yeah, for 400.
Can't believe you didn't get the Qui-Gon Jinn, Gavin.
Yeah, it seemed like he didn't have much of a role in Star Wars, but I lost touch with Star Wars.
I think he was like Attack of the Clones or whatever. And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he trained Obi-Wan, and Darth Vader was kind of his fault. Like when he was dying, he was like, train Anakin, please. And then it was like, oh God, Darth Vader.
Wow. Yeah, I couldn't pay attention to all that.
But he also taught Yoda and them how to like come back in spirit form. Yeah. So ultimately, he was kind of good.
I wanted more Skywalker and Solo. I don't think those guys were up for acting, so they had to branch off into totally unrelated stories. And
they were bad actors.
De Niro should have played some parts then.
Those two. De Niro's ready.
He'd been up for it. Yeah,
he's going to be the next Jedi.
Yeah, he'd been good.
Obi-Wan's long lost brother.
Exactly.
He is.
Bring him in.
You telling me there's a dark side?
Exactly. He's ready right now for whatever role you got.
There you go.
All right, I'm ready for the Mavs and other quitters for 100.
This quitter quit the NBA after a three-peat. Because of gambling or because he liked baseball?
Oh,
Brian.
Who is Michael Jordan?
That would be Michael Jordan.
Let's go.
One or the other. It was either the baseball thing or the other thing.
Yeah, let's go for Mavs and other quitters for 200.
Oh, this guy thinks he's on a heater now.
Mm-hmm.
This quitter quit in 1998 because Detroit sucked, or he might be the all-time leading rusher. Gavin.
Who is Barry Sanders?
That would be Barry Sanders. Quitter. Maybe my favorite football player ever.
He knew he was washed up. There's no way he was tracking down that number.
Yeah. He's not washed up.
He'd hit the wall, rule of 370.
That is such a Cowboy fan here. He's washed. He was out.
We thought that man was amazing. He was running for his life the whole time.
Yeah, I was so glad he left.
He wasn't mic'd up. It was help me!
It was a game of 11 on 1.
He's cussing out the GM on every play. Why is no one blocking?
Let me get Mavs and other quitters for 300.
This quitter quit his show in 2005 in the middle of season 3 because he was tired of people yelling, "I'm Rick James, bitch," during his stand-up. Gavin.
Who is Chappelle Show? Chappelle Show.
Dave Chappelle. Absolutely. For 300.
You'd had enough.
You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
Yes,
Saying
indeed.
cracking jokes, but people weren't getting the jokes. They were just saying the quotes.
And he's like
They
yelling.
weren't getting the levels of the joke.
He's yelling at the audience. He's like, "I defended the damn show by saying you guys were smart. You guys are idiots." Dumbasses.
The Mavs into the quitters for 400, Jeffrey.
This quitter quit in November of 1980 against Sugar Ray Leonard. He wanted no moss. Brian.
Who is... I can see the guy's name.
Congrats on buzzing in and not knowing the answer. Bad strategy.
Who is Roberto Duran?
Yes, sir.
Got him.
I could remember Duran.
Yep. Oh,
I had Hearns in my head.
It's got a cool ass
Yeah.
name. That's a fly ass name, Roberto Duran, bro. Come on.
Why did I miss that?
Now, Brian, do you remember what your mom texted?
Yeah, she's not wrong.
Did you think it was smart to buzz in?
I couldn't remember. I remembered Roberto. I couldn't remember Duran. That was my problem. And I didn't think you were going to give me the one.
Lucius, where'd you like? You never know with me. I'm a weird judge.
Have we done 100? The Garcias for 100?
We haven't.
All right.
T.O. made some reckless allegations against this former quarterback of his, Gavin.
Who is Jeff Garcia?
That is Jeff Garcia for 100. Absolutely.
Oh, the Garcias for 2.
This Garcia is a founding member of the Grateful Dead. Brian.
Who's Jerry Garcia?
That is Jerry Garcia.
I'm coming back.
Brian tries
Cowboy Neil is at the wheel.
He tries to claw his way back out of the negatives.
Out of the negatives. Let's go with the Garcias for 300, please.
This Fort Worth restaurant only has 2 entrees for dinner, fajitas and enchiladas, but they're good. Brian.
What is Joe T. Garcias?
That is Joe T. Garcia.
And you have to bring cash, by the way, too.
Mm-hmm. It's good, though.
Let's go for Garcias for 400, please.
This Garcia is a fine golfer, winner of the 2017 Masters. Brian.
Who is Sergio Garcia?
Sergio Garcia, and he is Sergio.
Oh, you talked about his mama. Woke him up.
Shouldn't have done that.
There was no Garcia Vegas there?
I know, bro. I was waiting.
Garcia Vegas on 420.
She just texted me and she goes, "Finally."
Can I call timeout? What is Garcia Vegas?
It's a cigar.
I'm just saying, yeah. I was waiting for the alley, but I was like, I know my boy got a Garcia Vega in here for me.
I should have done a 420 category,
no.
but I didn't.
Yeah.
Because every
It's
time,
cliche at this point.
every time I think of 420, I just remember that's Hitler's birthday.
Oh.
That's what jumps into my mind, and I'm like, we just don't need to do this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got
word
something to help you
association
forget
is.
that, bro. I got something to help you forget it.
Brian, where would you like to go?
Yeah, let's go with the Japanese athletes for 100, please.
This 23-year-old Japanese tennis player is already a 4-time Grand Slam winner, and she will win many more. Gavin's trying to sound it out over there. Bap, bap. Who is Naomi Osaka?
Yeah, I had the last name. I didn't know if that was good.
Probably shouldn't have made that the $100 clue. Thought maybe you guys were. Maybe I'm the only one who's
Sports
going home
fan.
every night and watching women's tennis,
No,
huh?
she plays well. You're right.
I
about
watch
that.
women's volleyball.
Okay.
We did yesterday.
Okay.
Congratulations, Texas. Japanese athletes for 200, please.
Gymnastics is good too.
Yeah.
This
Somebody just won. Damn.
somebody just won.
Yeah, the championship. Yeah. God, I watched it on Saturday.
This Japanese
I told you I forget.
ball player spent almost a decade with the Oryx Blue Wave before joining the Mariners. Gavin.
Who is Ichiro?
That is Ichiro Suzuki for 200. You have done it.
Arihara and other Japanese ball players for 300, Jeffrey.
Nicknamed Godzilla, he played with the Gavin.
Who's Hideki Matsui?
Hideki Matsui.
Oh, my gosh.
And Arihara and other
that was
Japanese
the one.
players for 400.
That's going to kill this.
I just
Yeah, it's over.
This Japanese athlete was a 2-time All WCC player. I don't know the name of that conference at Gonzaga. First team All-American. He's now a second-year player for the Wizards. Gavin.
Who is Rui Hachimura?
Let's go!
All right.
For 400. We're going to have to do some math over here. Let's see. Brian, your negatives are going to cancel each other. I'm going to have you at 600 going into Final Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have Lucius at 500 going into Final Jeopardy. Gavin will have 6, 9, 10, 15, 19, 20.
Michigan. There
One.
it goes. Yeah, it was Michigan.
Michigan had a nice
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah, it was great, man.
How were they on the beam?
I don't know how they did it on the beam, but they did the floor.
The
Let's
floor.
just say the floor.
The floor is
Let's
always
just say
good.
the floor.
Yeah,
Man,
floor
I
is
had
good.
to really cut myself off there a few times, but yeah, they did a great job, man.
Vault, good vaulters.
All of that, fam.
Final Jeffardy category today.
Is that a record, by the way?
I believe 2100 has to be a record in regulation for Gavin, which means I think he has to risk it all to try to make a record overall.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he has to.
Yeah.
Final Jeffardy category is Joely Rodriguez.
Okay.
Rangers reliever. He shut him down in the eighth inning yesterday. So write down your wagers, please. Keep them to yourself. Don't share with your neighbors. And are we prepared for the clue?
Let's do this.
Let's go. We got our wagers written
Let's dance.
Get him.
Put on your red shoes and
dance the blues.
Anytime the category is Rodriguez, I'm going to take it the same direction. This Rodriguez plays Letty Ortiz in all 500 of the Fast and Furious movies, and apparently drunk, made out with model Cara Delevingne courtside at a Knicks game in 2014 after we lost Paul Walker. This Fast and Furious Rodriguez.
Putting on the Ritz.
Gavin is dancing. I think it might go well for him. I'm just going to read Lucius's facial expression and think this is not going well.
I see her face. I don't know her damn name.
Brian hasn't moved the marker in his hand. Lucius, at 500 points, how much did you wager?
$500. Who is Chichi Rodriguez?
Not Chi-Chi.
They aren't bad, though.
That will bring you to 0 for the game. And Brian, what did you wager?
I wagered all 600.
And I just saw you right. So how'd that go for you?
That was a big question mark is what I put.
How big is the question mark?
It's really big. It's a big question mark.
All right,
So
incorrect.
I have no clue.
I like how you make that board right there. Put that up for the folks watching at home. That's pretty cool right there. Yeah, he makes his own Jeopardy board. That's good handwriting, too.
Wow.
And I put who got Gavin got a lot of them today.
Oh, you keep the score.
I do.
That's
I keep
nice.
the score.
Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, that's nice. It's good.
Gavin, what did you wager?
I wagered all 2,100, Jeff, going for the record.
Did you write the 2,100 down somewhere?
You can see it.
Because I feel like you sometimes will tell me the wager.
Oh, Lucius, you have a chance here.
Okay.
I have 0 points, fam.
But I know, but you might be
shot at a
the
three-way
holdover.
It could be all zeros.
It could be all
That's how it goes
zeros.
to the champ.
Don't do me like that.
What answer did you go with?
Don't do me like that. Who is Michelle Rodriguez?
Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh, Lucius, we got smoked today.
4,200 to 0 to 0.
Wow.
Gavin is the champion.
The
Michelle.
most dominant game of Jeopardy
That
ever.
is an all-time record. That is.
Well done, sir.
42
Well done.
to 00.
Wow.